Hi, this is Dr. Rania Monticello from Redmond Eye Doctors. Usually I'm broadcasting from some beautiful sunny place, but we are all smoked out today, and so I am trying to figure out how to do this indoors with my new ring light. Kind of fun. But today's topic I would like to discuss is our kids going back to school and being online for the most part. I personally have a 13 and an 18-year-old, and I'm very concerned about how much eye strain they're going to have and how much time they're going to be spending on the computer between the 6 hours of schooling and plus, the socializing that has to happen afterwards. It's a lot of time on the computer. So as a mom and an optometrist, I have some recommendations and some ideas for us to protect our kids. And honestly, not just our kids. I'm hearing a lot of complaints from the parents who are now working at home, and for whatever reason, their hours are definitely extended and they're not getting their coffee breaks, they're not getting the time to socialize with their coworkers. So the amount of time on the computer is definitely a lot more, and it is concentrated. So these 3 hints will help both the children and the adults. So tip number 1 is to take breaks. It is important to take a break from the computer and look away. I like the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, you look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. And that gives your accommodative or focusing system a break. And it is important to look far away, not to go from the computer to the cell phone. That doesn't count. We have to look far away. And for you adults where 20 minutes is just too soon, at least 5 minutes every hour to give yourself a little bit of a break. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is have some lubricating drops near your computer. When we're on the computer, we don't blink as much. Our blink rate decreases. Normally, we blink about 20 times per minute. On a computer, it's been shown that that decreases to 5 to 10 times per minute. So why does that matter? What happens is when the mechanism of the action of blinking is what brings the oils to the surface of the eye, making our tears nice and viscous. But when we don't have that, or we have that decrease, then our tears become very watery, they evaporate, and that gives us the dry eye symptoms. So if you can think about blinking, I know that's really weird, who thinks about blinking, but kind of try and remind yourself. Put a post-it note on the kids' computers to try and remind them to do the breaks and to blink. That could be helpful. Tip number 3 is a pair of computer glasses. So what is the deal with computer glasses? Because I know you're all hearing about blue light and how important blue light protection is and all that good stuff. So I'll give you my opinion, though you will find things to support it and things to refute it. But here's my opinion on blue light. We know that blue light is a very close wavelength to UV. We know UV light can harm our eyes. That's why we put sunglasses when we go outside. So now it's the same concept. It's kind of like sunglasses, but indoors to protect you from the computer. We also know that blue light can mess up our melatonin levels. It's a natural sleep hormone that helps us go to sleep. Well, if it decreases, then we have a harder time going to bed. And that's why you hear people saying, get off of your devices, an hour before you want to sleep. It's not just the mental stimulation, it's the actual physical decrease of our melatonin levels. So a pair of computer glasses is twofold. It will relax your eyes. Sometimes we can put a little prescription just to have the glasses do some of the focusing so it's not all on the eyes. And we put the blue light protection on there, and that will help us from those other things I just discussed. So those are my tips for safe computer use. The other thing I was thinking about the other day is that our kids now don't have school screenings. And I know a lot of adults have put a lot of emphasis or, depended on that. So it's important that the kids get an eye exam because they're not going to be screened. We don't have the input of the teacher saying, oh, your kid was squinting in class. So now an eye exam is more critical than ever. And an eye exam is important because we can find a lot of things. We can figure out the prescription. We can check the accommodative or focusing system. How much energy does it take to focus? How likely are they to have computer strain? What prescription would help reduce the computer strain? We can tell about their retinal health, make sure everything's healthy on the inside. And we can also see if their eyes are dry because of the computer and suggest specific drops or things to help with that. So an eye exam is critical, especially for the kids these days. And you leave with a nice computer prescription and some recommendations. And it's always best that the doctor tell the kids to get off their computer and take a break than it is the adults, right? Or the parents. So we'll be having some specials coming up at Redmond Eye Doctors, so stay alert to those. the best way to figure out all that is to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you'll subscribe to the YouTube channel, pressing that little button down there, if you found this beneficial or you would like to share it. Otherwise, we got this, everybody. We got it. We can do this. We're going to protect our kids, and we're going to figure this online schooling out. So good luck. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.